This is Paranormal Short Session 10 by Keith Evans at the Chestnut Street Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. Right now I'm standing in front of the Quant family, Elizabeth A. Quant, Q-U-A-N-T, and this would be H.F. Quant of England, who died October 9th, 1844, at the age of 40. Rather young. I'll read the rest of this one. This is Elizabeth A., wife of F.M. Bryant, and only and beloved child of H.F. and looks like J.J. Quant, spelled Q-U-A-N-T, who died August 8th, 1849, in her 16th year. That's very young. I'm sorry to hear that. What I'm going to do is show you the back of these. See how narrow they are? They're very narrow tombstones. I'll show you what they look like on the back. Kind of like a marble ripple. They're different layers of stone effect. Some cracking here. Then we have the footstones, has HFQ, and this is EAB, it looks like. It's a rather cloudy day. You can see above the trees, and this area gets a good amount of shade. See the trees all around. Do a 360 for you. I'm gonna bring out the FLIR C5 camera and show you that the tombstones are colder. It's just because it takes more heat to warm up the granite or marble, whatever it is, and the ground is warmer than the tombstones for this time of day. It takes longer for the C5 camera to initialize. I turn it off because if I leave it on, it really drains the batteries down. You see the purple color of the tombstones because they're colder. They hold in heat. They hold in any temperature longer, whether it's cold. If they get cold, it takes longer for them to warm up. If they get hot, it takes longer for them to cool down. But your surrounding environment, dirt and grass doesn't get too hot or too cold as compared to the stone of the tombstones. Let's see if I can back up here. I'll show you the footstones too. See how the footstones are a lighter purple, purplish orange. It's a rather warm day. It's windy, but I don't have any coat on or anything. All right. Now, I'm gonna show you some of the trees over here. This one here is probably like 200 years old. Just wanted to let you know that the shade is coming from trees that probably been here, shortly after the cemetery was here. So you can see this one here. It's a pretty good sized tree. It's leaning. Looks like a storm got into it and leaned it in this way. From this side, you can see where it's leaning. That's what gives us all our shade. Of course, it's cloudy out anyway, so you see all the leaves and other debris that's here. I'm going to be using my Ovilus 5B to ask a couple questions. My first question would be, what is your name?
Level. Cloister.
Got level, Level, and cloister, Cloister. A cloister used to be considered, maybe 100 years ago, was like a walkway open to the outside between like two buildings. You know, any covered area that was, surrounded by other buildings. That's the way I always saw it. So, it's probably not the definition you'll find in the dictionary, but that's the way I look at it. A lot of motels had like a front part and then two wings that had the rooms almost like in a horseshoe shape. That area between the horseshoes was sometimes narrow. Sometimes they had porches, and sometimes they had covered from the rain so people could hang out or go out there and smoke. I think back then you could smoke any place. But that's what I always considered to be a cloister. A narrow area between two buildings that's sometimes covered. I think got an ant on me. I think some of the definitions would consider any covered walkway, like there's a covered walkway between two buildings, that would be a cloister. So, I don't know if that's going to come in any better picture-wise today. Yeah, you should be able to see it there. My name is Keith Evans. Could I get the name of any of the Quant family members that might be available today? Be nice to talk to you if you're available. Well, let's look over here at some of the other trees that shade the area. This is a group of trees here that shade the area. As you can see, that one there's got some age on it. This one here looks like this part was cut off. I don't know if it broke off or what, but it's got a pretty good base on it, but it's not real old. Probably branched off into three areas here, but you can see right now it's just two, because one part was cut off. I'll show you a close-up of where it got cut off right here. And it looks like it got broken, more so than a chainsaw cut. They should have went ahead and kind of repaired it to keep bugs and all from getting in. And this one over here, you can see it's got a large limb broken off. Well, that one there looks like it's trying to hug the palm tree with its limbs. And in the graveyard, you hardly ever look up. See, that one limb's wrapping around that way. So, that's interesting. And I like this large evergreen. I think it's a spruce tree. Some type of fern. It's another, maybe not. It might be a fern. It is. It don't look like it's doing very well. So, well, I still like to get a name here, and I don't have any names. My name is Keith Evans. It'd be nice to be able to get your name. Did you know the Blunt family at all? All right, let's go back over to here. Oh, I'm sorry. Quaint family. Not Blunt, Quaint. And now there's like 3 or 4 groups of people walking around the graveyard living that I'm trying to avoid while I'm doing my Paranormal Short Session 10. H.F. Quaint. It's got the little, looks like tree at the top. Apparently this is his daughter, Eliza A. So, and she's got like a limb with leaves on it. So, H.F. Quaint. Anything you'd like to tell me about your life? What type of work did you do? Usually I just get a bunch of words when I'm here. Now today I'm not getting diddly squat. The last time I used the Ovilus 5, I got like 3 words. But I don't think that was here. I think that was in Crawfordville Cemetery. I think that was Paranormal Short Session 2 at the Crawfordville Cemetery. Elisa, did you have anything you wanted to say? Did you have a question for me? Did you go to school here in Apalachicola? What did you think of the school? Well, I'm not very talkative. Mr. Quaint, where did you live at in England? Could you tell me using the Ovilus 5B? Do you wish now that you'd have stayed in England? I got another word. Later. Later. You'll talk later. Okay. Well, that's fine with me. Got another word. Bed. B-E-D. Okay, if you're sleeping now, that's cool. Rest in peace, Mr. H.F. Quaint. All right. Lisa A., if you're here and you have time, I'd like to ask you another question. What was your favorite song when you were alive? You could use the Ovilus 5B to answer that question. To the best of my knowledge, the Ovilus 5B won't hurt you by using it. It will drain your energy because it takes a lot of energy to manipulate it. I don't want to trip over the headstone. Well, As you can see, the sun's trying to come out. See right up that way. But until then, it's still cloudy out, so at least we can enjoy the shade, huh? Elisa, what was your last name? There's a couple people not too far from me. I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but it's not paranormal. And that's a noisy truck going by. Hopefully you can't pick that up. Mr. Quant, what was your favorite thing to do in life? Did you have a favorite sport, favorite game? Did you play chess or checkers or cards? What was your favorite piece of furniture in your house, either Elisa or Mr. Quant? Mr. Quant, what was your favorite coin? Were you a coin collector? I'm not getting much from the Quants today, so I'm going to open this up to any ghost or spirit that would like to talk, either if they know something about Mr. Quant and his daughter, Elisa, Eliza, or however you pronounce it. If you don't know any of the Quant family, then let me know what you'd like to talk about. Please just give me your name first. My name is Keith Evans. If you like, you can ask me a question. I'd imagine some ghosts and spirits are interested in what causes paranormal researcher to want to communicate with people that have passed. So, if you have a question, go ahead and ask. Not getting anything today. Well, this is going to be a real boring paranormal session. No equipment failures, which I like. Very few words on the Ovilus. I think I got, 4 so far? And haven't been rained on. No thunder, no lightning. It's cloudy, but no rain. The sun is trying to peek through. I'll give you a look at that. It's a pretty pleasant day to be out walking around in a very nice graveyard, which I feel comfortable and I feel good to be here. It's always nice to get some paranormal data. I'm probably not going to go much longer, but I respect the ghosts and spirits' decision to maybe be traveling to Paris or Niagara Falls or spring break at the beach and not be here to talk to me. And I also, if the ghosts and spirits are here, I respect your decision not to talk to me. And I did forget at the beginning, which I always do this, is to say that I'm using this on YouTube, short pieces of it on Instagram and Facebook to advertise my YouTube videos and my YouTube channel. So if any ghost or spirit doesn't want to be a part of that, then they shouldn't choose any words from my Ovilus 5B, or if I'm using the C5 thermal imager or thermal camera by FLIR, then they shouldn't create any unexplained cold areas, because then they would be able to be seen by my thermal imager as either black, blue, or purple, colder than the environment, which is usually yellow, orange, and red. Well, not in that order. Cooler is red, orange is getting hotter, yellow is hotter, and white is hotter, at least from the thermal C5 camera, which is a FLIR camera. All right, I appreciate everyone at home that watches and bears with me. And I like to show everything because sometimes you don't get much data. And sometimes in the same location, you'll just get bombarded by data, bombarded by electrical interferences and, equipment failures. So anyway, this has been Paranormal Short Session 10 at the Chestnut Street Cemetery. I am Keith Evans, and today's date is Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. I want everyone to have a good day. And thank you from the bottom of my heart, everyone that watches and supports my YouTube channel and my Instagram and Facebook channels, or at least pages, or whatever you want to call them. Thank you very much. Have a good day.